Hi guys, welcome back. We're here with some yummy food. I've got homemade pumpkin bread that my boyfriend made, and well, it's actually pumpkin chocolate chip bread. And then I have a Long John with custard filling. We are gonna get into this because I'm here for it. And after the weekend I've had, I need it. I'm gonna just not even worry about it. So first off, thank you to my subscribers and to my new ones. I do have another story. Not an unsolved thing, but tragic just the same. Warning, this one is about a child. The story is about Betty Wantenberger, and she's 7 years old, from Texas. And she died on January 31st, 2019. She died from pneumonia and sepsis, which is a body's severe response to an infection. So, let's break down the story. A few days before her death, Betty got sick. So she was took to pediatric urgent care near Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. And she was pretty much examined by a nurse practitioner, not a doctor. That bread is good. But we're going to get into that donut. She was diagnosed with the flu. The family questioned and asked why her breathing was so hard and rapid. And they said, well, she had 102.9 fever. And that's why it was like that. So they gave Betty Motrin and sent her home. The next day, and I forgot to mention Betty, started having a yellowish tint to her skin, and her lips were a bluish tint. The next day, after going to the urgent care, her father woke up and found Betty in the living room with blood coming out of her mouth. Ready for this donut? Let's go. Her father rushed her to the ER. She died there. Now, what is really sad about this story was the nurse practitioner in the urgent care did not give Betty any tests. No x-rays for the pneumonia. No scans, no nothing. Technically, by law, A nurse practitioner is supposed to be supervised by a doctor. This one was not. And there was no doctor in that urgent care. So 15 hours later, Betty died. Because of a misdiagnosis. This was a 7-year-old little girl. And you know, you read these stories and you always think, that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen. That doesn't happen. Yeah, it does. It does. Need to also mention that Betty was autistic. So she did not have much vocabulary. So she was not able to express, you know, her pain and stuff. So, you know, these doctors, nurse practitioners, sorry, not the doctor, should have pushed for these scans. They didn't know what was going on inside of her. So they should have pushed for the scans and the test and found out what was truly wrong. I know where the parent stands. The parents like lobbying to have the things changed, you know, that tests should be given, things like that. I understand. My daughter Bailey, she's 16. She's about 5-year-old mind range. When she gets hurt, she never says anything. I remember a few years ago, she had a huge abscess up in her gums. Never said a word. Kept eating chips, everything. Never said a word. But she luckily had a dental exam. I found it. They were like, wow, she must be in so much pain. How could she? We're like, we bet she stopped eating and not eating everything. I was like, no, she's eating chips and everything. So kids don't always have that. Kids with special needs don't have that vocabulary. You have to advocate for them. You have to be their voice. See how this was tragic. This little girl lost her life. Because a nurse practitioner didn't examine her thoroughly and do the necessary stuff, and a doctor was never even there. Did you hear about this one? Mind blown. Oh my god. Guess what I did? I ate it all. Told you. Alright guys. Like, subscribe. Bye. Until next time.